lovely people. It is our favourite day on this show. It is Friday, and it's Friday the 26th of August, bank holiday weekend. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favourite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. I am one of your hosts, my own royalty.
It's your boy, Big Man Use, the voice of reason, the oracle, Mr. Rotation.
It's all back. All came back.
That's right. And they call me Emman, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That's right. That is right. You guys know the drill by now. 3 simple things. Like the video you're watching. Subscribe to our channel. Let's keep growing. I haven't even been checking our challenge of 3K subscribers. Let me have a quick look. Okay, we're nearly there. Halfway there. You guys can definitely do better than that. So like the video, subscribe to our channel, join the New Black Network, which is how you do that. Type into your browser, community.thenewblack.com. And all week we've been saying we've got updates. Did we have an update, Emman?
We have an update.
Okay, love to see it.
Funny enough, someone even messaged in the community saying, when are we going to get the lives back?
I'm
happy to say the lives are going to be back on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So, yeah, as soon as we return from the bank holiday, lives will be back.
Yes.
However, you only have access to the lives once you're in the community. So the lives will be in the community, basically. Yeah. So you need to sign up, like Esther said, community.thenewblack.com.
Yep.
Also, about this whole membership plan, about, obviously being part of TDA.
Yep.
We will go into detail about that at 7 o'clock. So when this episode drops,
you're
going to get all the details in the community at 7 o'clock. Again, you need to be in the community. This is for you lot. This is for the family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not for the outsiders, for the family. So please.
You got to be in the family to get the tea.
100%. Also, as a perk.
There's a lot today, isn't it? Full of surprises.
And as a thank you, because we appreciate the people.
We do.
100%. The whole membership thing that we're going to be talking about, all of that is free for the first month.
What a treat.
Entirely free.
What a treat.
That's right.
No young T's and C's, no little small prints.
We're not interested in those things.
Oh, we love that.
100% free because it's family.
Exactly.
This is it. You know what I'm saying? So
love it.
Yeah. All of the access, like I said, in the community. Everything you need to know will be in the community from 7 today. Everything, right?
Yeah.
Any questions, of course, you can ask us in the community as well.
Yeah.
So please, community.thenewblack.com.
So basically, we can't hear you if you're outside the club. Cut a long story short. If you're outside the club, we can't hear you. So you got to join the community for us to hear you.
Big facts.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of exciting things happening tonight. What a way to kick off the bank holiday weekend. How's everyone feeling this lovely morning?
Yeah, feeling good, man.
Yeah?
I feel good too.
That's good.
I got a lot of stuff to do, man, this weekend.
Well, this weekend, what are you getting up to this weekend?
The wedding.
Oh, yes.
Yes, part 2 of the trad.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
So, yeah, man, I left it kind of late, you know.
Don't tell me you're just about to go and find a suit.
I got a suit.
Okay.
But I need to get the accessories right. You know what I'm saying?
You had one job.
I did.
You had one job.
The problem is you can't get certain things like in one place. So sometimes you go to this shop, we ain't got none here, so we need to go to Westfield over there.
It's a time.
It's long.
I think Westfield parking is so rude, you know. It's so expensive.
It is.
So I just want to go in there for Popeyes and I've got to spend or to do a quick return. And that's been what, £3.50? I think is so rude.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Does the Popeyes taste exactly the same as the one in America?
I haven't had the one in America. But I've heard people say that I don't think it'll ever taste like the one in America. Because in America, they've got extra pizzazz. You know, things can't taste. I say that actually. McDonald's everywhere else but the UK.
Tastes better.
Where's McDonald's from?
America.
America.
It's American.
Yeah.
No wonder then. Because I think things taste best where they originate from. Most times anyway.
Yeah.
So I've heard the Popeyes, but obviously because I've never had it, it tastes nice. Like the crisp with the chicken. It makes sense. I'm not even guessing. It makes sense. It makes sense to me. But I've heard people who've had both have said that obviously the American one tastes nicer.
Okay.
And there's a Wendy's here now as well. Say again?
They sprinkle crack on it.
In America one?
Yeah.
Did you say that on the mic?
Yeah.
Just so they know it wasn't. Because my lips were moving when that was said.
I think so.
Yeah, you did. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure people know who's saying that because it's not me. But yes, I've heard that it's nicer. But I think food in America is nicer anyway. When I go to America, I'm going to actually lose a dress size.
But do you know?
Because I'm going to eat.
I find, this might be too much information, but when I go to America, and you eat all the food, We're on the verge of getting constipated.
On the verge.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know
Is this
why.
pre-vegan or vegan days?
No, this is pre-vegan.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, no, my life was a bit different then.
I wouldn't be... Is it that or are you... So some people have a condition where you can't use the toilet if you're not at home.
Oh, no, I don't have that condition.
Okay. Okay, I was thinking maybe it's that.
Nah, that's not that.
It might be because it depends what you're eating as well. Because is it got fat? Have you got good fiber? Yusuf, you would know. It's fiber you need, isn't it?
Yeah, fiber, yeah.
Yeah, and like the right vegetables and all that stuff, fruits.
Yeah, I didn't care about vegetables back then.
Yeah, so that's why you're constipated.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it only in America or you mean just
No, only
wherever?
in America. Yeah.
That's weird.
I just
That's weird.
And the type of stuff I was eating, like in America,
Yeah.
I wasn't eating here.
Like
You know what I'm
what?
saying? Because you know you just be out eating a lot more, innit?
Yeah.
Takeaways. And I went to, I don't know why this place came to my mind, Dallas Barbecue.
Okay.
Been to Dallas Barbecue? New York?
I haven't been to America. I stepped one foot there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, that's funny enough. When I came out, that's why I saw, what's that guy's name? Jack Thriller.
Yeah, the one you got that.
Yeah, with the eye, yeah. But anyway, so I went there. If you see the beef ribs,
It's massive.
It was like
It was a
it was
cow.
like this. Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was huge. So I had the beef ribs. I had
Was that one rib
cornbread.
or like the serving?
no, the 7. So it's
Okay.
like maybe 4 or 5. I
Wow.
think.
Okay.
Huge. And yeah, I don't know why I mentioned what I had, but anyway. Yes.
No.
So
I
when was
like
eating
when you
like
take
that-
me there when they tell me stories.
So when I was eating like that over there, like a maniac, like I didn't care about tomorrow, then
I
yeah,
didn't care about tomorrow.
then yeah, I had those issues. But I've not been there as a plant-based eater. So
Okay.
it'll be interesting.
Might be a bit difficult. Where else? Actually, no. It shouldn't be. Where else have you been? Like, I was sorry. What states have you been to in America?
I was in Maryland. I think DC's in Maryland, isn't that state? I was in Virginia. I was in Miami. So what's that? Florida, right?
Yeah.
I was in Cali
Okay.
and wherever Vegas is. Where's that?
Nevada.
Nevada. Yeah.
Nevada. Yeah.
Okay. Have you been to America?
Yeah, I've been to New York. I was quite young. I was 18.
Okay.
So I didn't do much. I was with my mum and my sisters. Miami and Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to go to Houston, man.
Yeah, Houston. Well, again, when I went to Houston, I was young as well, so I didn't really do much.
Yeah.
I went to Houston and New York in one trip.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So I went from New York it was New York first, then I went to Houston.
Okay.
And Miami was when I was older.
Okay.
That was in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. But I want to go on my list: LA, ATL, Vegas. I want to go Miami again. I want to go NY again as well. Yeah.
I feel like I want to go New York on a solo trip. I heard they got rats.
Yeah, massive.
And they're massive. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's making me itchy even talking about it. Actually, I'm going to move on from that. I definitely want to go Atlanta. And I definitely want to go Miami as well.
Yeah.
LA, I've heard mixed stuff. You know how I am with the homeless guys. You know, it's a burden on my spirit every day.
Yeah.
And I've heard over there, it's wild.
With what? With homeless people?
Yeah, like homelessness, the poverty. Like apparently it's like nice and then really not nice.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to just
And you see it.
stumble
'cause
across.
I remember, sorry to cut you.
No, it's okay.
When I got to LA, I can't remember where, this is many years ago, right? So I can't remember where I was staying, right? But I said, like I was doing in the UK, I'm not paying for a cab, I'm getting the train. So with my luggage and everything, I'm going through like certain areas.
Yeah.
You see the change. Nice from the airport, straight hood. Out again.
into the nice.
Like, what?
Yeah.
I remember I was minding my business in LA. Yeah. No word of a lie. One guy comes up to me. He says, "Yo, you want a chopper?" I said, "What did you say? What, broad daylight? You trying to sell me guns?" I was like, "What? You want a chopper?" I said, "Nah, I'm cool." He said, "All right, cool."
You look like you need a chopper. You got out here with your bags and everything. No, that's jokes. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if it's on my list anymore. I just can't, man.
It's a nice place though. It's like it's real nice and laid back though. Certain places, obviously.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah,
But
I think it depends where you go. If you go like Crenshaw or
Mm-hmm.
them type of ends, it's a whole different story, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
see, I don't want to go just because it's insecure, but I don't think that would serve me right. But no. Okay. Cool. Brent's got a voice note to play for my listener. I hope you're not cussing us.
Yeah, for real.
So,
What's that sound?
My phone.
Oh, okay, cool.
What's good, people? Fan of the show, keep doing what you're doing, really enjoying it. Really find it useful as well, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, really appreciate it. This is about Carnival. I kind of am in the same boat as you. I'm a fan of Afrobeats, and
so did you
I'm someone
speed
who's
this
kind
up?
of,
Yeah,
for some time,
Can you
been
go
going
back
on.
It's
to?
on like a 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
What's good, people? Fan of the show, keep doing what you're doing, really enjoying it. Really find it useful as well, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, really appreciate it. This is about Carnival. I kind of am in the same boat as you. I'm a fan of Afrobeats, and I'm someone who's kind of, for some time, been going on a journey in terms of finding my connection with Africa and being African and truly considering myself to be an African and not just a descendant, you know, to kind of reduce that separation that I think frustrated youth. And besides that, I want to hear Last too. I want to hear a load of other stuff as well. But I think, as is normal with, I think, the black community, especially on Twitter, I think we're talking about something that's quite nuanced, because even Carnival, it's not even a celebration of Caribbean music. It started from a recognition of slavery, you know, and the ending of it. You know what I mean? It was a civil, a human rights activist, I can't remember her name now, Claudia Owens, I think, I can't remember, right? But it started from an indoor event in regards to that. So I think what we're seeing here is the balance between trying to merge Caribbean and African cultures, which has happened, and global cultures merging anyway, right? But also remembering the significance of our differences, which is probably one of the issues we have in society. So I feel like I personally would love to see more Afrobeats incorporated. I've been going on Carnival for a long time, and we've always had non-Caribbean music there. It's not Afrobeats I'm gonna come and fight. But I think at the core of Carnival and our thoughts should also always be why we're having Carnival. And I think as long as we do that, the musical choices will be fine. You know what I mean? If we do what I think Carnival was intended to do and never let us forget that. And I think that's what it is. So for me, I want to hear the Afrobeats run. But yeah, we do need to be mindful of ensuring that Caribbean culture, and I think most Caribbeans won't even know what Carnival was started for. I didn't until recently. I think we just need to always keep that at the forefront of our minds.
All right, so that
Alrighty.
was I think that guy is of Jamaican descent.
His voice
Been here
sounds-
several times before.
His voice sounds familiar.
He's John's friend.
Oh, that's Jerome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recognize his voice. Shout out to Jerome, man.
Yeah. So yes, main thing is to focus on the reason, the message behind why Carnival started, and that's what Izzy got wrong.
Yeah.
But the main message is don't be fighting over bollocks that we don't need to be fighting over.
Yeah. Are you gonna tell people, like, if you said he's got something wrong? Are you gonna?
Yes, he said the
the
reason
right
why
thing?
it started was because of the celebration of the end of slavery. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, one aspect of it started indoors, but that's not the only the beginning of Notting Hill Carnival from
Okay.
the outside. There were different elements that came together to then move it to outside. The first event that was inside was kind of highly publicized. The reason why it was started, and it was from a Trinidadian woman, was because just years before there were a lot of riots off the back of the racial division between the mother effing whites and the black West Indians that had come from the ship.
Windrush.
Yeah, Windrush. And off the back of that, she said, all right, you all need to see our culture because you all fear us because you all don't understand us. Here is our culture. So it wasn't just music. It was the entire shebang.
Yeah.
I think one guy who had a little festival outside, he was the first guy that brought like a songbox over. So he introduced now playing music loud, with the songbox outside. So it was many elements that culminated to this particular genesis.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a celebration of the slavery.
Music, yeah.
Slavery. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
But again, he's a West Indian guy, and he
Yeah.
would like to hear more
yeah.
African music. And again, his his heart is in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Well, everyone that's going to Carnival this weekend, have fun, be safe, respect each other, and be black love.
That's it. Enjoy it.
Exactly. All right. So don't forget, join the community, join the network, community.thenewblack.com. And let's get into our first headlines.
Okay, so the first headline is another update on the sad situation that happened in Liverpool where a 9-year-old was shot dead. Trigger warning.
Too late.
Sorry. Sorry. So
Because you're reading it how you typed it.
No, I wasn't even reading that part, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so police say that they've identified a second man who was seen fleeing the gunman.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, who shot dead 9-year-old Olivia Pratt-Corbell on Monday. Merseyside police say they've spoken to the associate of Joseph Nee, who was the convicted drug dealer who pushed his way into the Corbell home on the night of the killing. They said there's been a number of very positive lines of inquiry that could lead to identifying the gunman, who is still at large after killing Olivia and leaving her mum, Cheryl, and Nee with gunshot wounds. Speaking directly to the killer in a press conference on Thursday morning, head of investigations, Mark Mean, said, "We will not rest until we find you, and we will find you." He encouraged the community to continue to come forward with any information they may have. He said, "I cannot stress enough the importance of community engagement in solving each of these crimes. I'm incredibly grateful for the sheer levels and volume of information that we have received so far. This level of engagement, this level of cooperation, and this level of working together simply must continue."
I hope they find them and the mum, they're able to get justice and
Yeah.
lock them away for time, not them little 4 years parole nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely what happened because now it's murder.
Yeah.
But yes. Our second headline is to do with GCSEs.
Okay.
So, you know, congratulations to everyone, firstly. You know, especially those who got what they worked so hard for. But it's emerged that regional differences in the proportion of top GCSE grades have become more prominent in England since COVID. So just under a third of GCSE grades were 7, which is equivalent to A. A's and above in London, compared to just over a fifth in the North East and in Yorkshire and the Humber. The gap between the regions with the highest and lowest proportions of top grades is 0.9 percentage points wider than it was back in 2019. Overall, 73.2% of GCSEs were marked at grades 4, which is equivalent to C's and above, this year, down from 77.1% in 2021, when grades were based on teachers' assessments. It's still significantly higher than in 2019. The last year exams were sat by before COVID, when it was 67.3%. The proportion of top grades, 7, equivalent to A's and above, is 26.3%. Again, that's higher than 2019, where it was 20.8%, and lower than 2021, where it was 28.9%. So the main takeaways that they've pretty much analysed and you know, that's pretty much come out since looking at GCSE results is that the grades have dropped since 2021, but they're still higher than it was in 2019 now that the exams have resumed. Because remember before, it was all about the teachers' assessments.
Yeah.
Right? Also, the North-South divide has grown over the pandemic, and the disadvantage gap persists, i.e. The selective and private schools, they continue to get the highest top grades. And also, and this may be no surprise to Esther, girls continue to outperform the boys.
That's on period. Okay. So wait,
Yeah.
so in 2021,
Yep.
the grades were based on teachers' assessments, right?
Yes.
So the grades are better. Because teachers' assessments, I feel like it will be easy. It might be easier than, you know, like your exam board, right? So if they're doing better now than the exam board that was in 2019,
No, they're doing better. They basically what you said. The assessments were better than this year's results.
yeah, but then typically though, that tends to be the case. Even when you do mock exams and stuff, you tend to do better than them. And then when the real stuff comes,
Yep.
So, but then if we're comparing their grades this year to 2019, where they did the actual exam boards thingy, there's an improvement.
Yeah, there is.
Congratulations, kids.
Yeah, there's an improvement. Yeah.
Okay.
Quick question: was it ever explained why they changed the A, B, C, whatever to
The
numbers?
numbers. I have no idea. You know. I've no idea.
Oh, that's official.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know as well.
I thought you just
Yeah.
know equality thing. I didn't know that was real. That's so confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
ABCs is just easier.
So now people be saying I got 7 sevens.
Yeah.
What's that?
So yeah.
Nigerian parents will say, "Why didn't you get one?"
Yeah,
Person that got one, not knowing that one is you, bro.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so this system was introduced 4 years ago
Okay.
to bring in more differentiation at the top end of the grading scale, allowing sixth form colleges, universities, employers to better understand what level young people are working to.
Oh, okay. So it shows who's got the higher A's, for instance, than somebody else. Okay.
Yeah, that's why you got A stars.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but they probably want even higher than that. You
They're
know
being
what I'm saying?
greedy, man. Stop making things difficult for people.
It's kind of like, because remember our time, they didn't have no A stars at A levels. Now they got that, innit?
Yeah, there's A star.
Yeah,
When I went to school, there was A star.
How was it?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
A
no.
levels, not GCSEs, A levels.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you get A star in A levels. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have that. It's just A's.
Yeah, 'cause I remember there was some girl, big up Tessa, wherever Tessa is, man. Tessa used to get 100% on everything. 100%. As in, like, a bad day is a 98%. Like, I didn't understand. And she did, like, geography. I think she did maths. Like, she did, like, it was crazy. And and I remember one time she was off school. She was ill. This is the sixth one, by the way. This is A levels, not even GCSE. Imagine what her GCSEs were like. But she was off school for like a few months because she was really ill. Came back, smashed it. I said, damn, and we've been here the entire time. Just about managed to get a B. It's ridiculous, man. I
You
love
sure-
smart kids.
You sure A-star was around when we were in school?
A levels. They were there in GCSEs.
But why? What's the difference? Why would they put them on GCSEs and not in A-levels?
I don't know, but it wasn't at our time. Definitely just
Are you all the
A's.
same time?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was definitely just A's.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, alrighty, let's get into our topic of the day. What you saying?
Okay, so today's topic of the day is based on something that, we just spoke about in the previous headline about the disadvantage gap, right? Mm-hmm. And that's basically where selective and private schools continue to get the highest top grades. Now, because of that, there's been ongoing debate for years about whether private schools should even exist.
Yeah.
And so that's what today's topic of the day is about. Should we abolish private schools in an attempt to even the playing field for all children?
No.
Okay.
So you paused so long, I wasn't sure if you really wanted to answer now.
No, I don't mind. I can always,
Okay.
Tell me why.
I just think that what should be the same is the curriculum. Yeah, 'cause I think that there's obviously different reasons why some kids have to go to private school, some kids don't, or whatever it is. Obviously, affordability is one thing. I guess with private schools, though, you kind of get more hands-on help than you would maybe a grammar school, public school kind of thing. But no, I think obviously, I think it should just be a case where the curriculum's the same. Do you know? I just think no, man. I just think in life, yeah, sometimes people get better things, sometimes people get quote unquote cheaper things.
But also,
Yeah.
how does abolishing private schools equal the playing fields?
Yeah.
So what they're pretty much saying is that there's a direct correlation between basically a lot of the division between certain classes, right? And with the private schools existing and kids being obviously pushed through that system, you're going to continue to kind of reinforce that division. So you're going to get certain politicians, for example,
Yeah.
in certain areas of life, live in certain ways,
Yeah.
looking down on people, kind of putting in laws and legislation that doesn't consider the average middle class, working class person. You know what I'm saying? How can we make this better in society if we have something which kind of just is like a conveyor belt for these type of people to exist and that mentality to exist?
But I think that even if you abolish private schools, nepotism is still going to be there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's gonna necessarily even things out.
But nepotism happens in all classes. But so,
Okay, I
you
guess.
know what I'm saying? So that may not be the biggest factor to them. They maybe just see it as like, because obviously there's certain areas where average people just don't go, right? Certain schools and a certain way of life, how they conduct
Yeah.
themselves. And all of that kind of just further, I guess, from their perspective, continues that whole idea that these people are kind of lofty and they're different from us. They look down on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that even with private schools abolished,
Mhm.
that will still be the case in society.
Yeah,
There will still be people who are still
Yeah.
better, a higher class than everyone else, who still have more money than other people.
Because remember, you still have a tiering system within public schools as well.
Yeah.
There are public schools that are at top of the rankings and at the bottom. So
That's true.
obviously, private schools are looked upon as being even above the top or the best public
Yeah.
school.
Mm.
But if you abolish private schools and it's all public, there's still going to be a tiering system. There's still going to be a public school which is looked upon as the best,
That's public school.
and the
yeah.
public school looked upon as the bottom.
But
That's
those,
true, actually, yeah.
but those public schools, do you have to take tests to get into those?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
I think you got to take. Well, I'm not sure. I had to take a test, not to get to my school, but I had to take a test so they know where to put me in
Oh, the
terms
sets
of
and
the
stuff,
sets,
yeah.
because obviously the sets are tiered.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some schools where you do have to, but then there are also some schools that they're good, but you don't necessarily have to take a test for admission.
There you go.
Yeah,
So
but
that
then
means
even then though, so in the area that I went to school, yeah,
Mhm.
Newstead Woods is a girls' school. Newstead is a good school. You have to do a test. Is that kind of vibe? Like the kids there don't. If you get a B, you really feel like you are the dumbest in the land. Like that's the way the school is, right?
Mm.
But then even with that area as well, the school I went to is a really, really good school. It's a really, really good school. So even though I didn't have to do a test to go into my school,
Mhm.
when you then talk about the schools in the area, my school was still the top school that's good. Like, do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So you might not have to take a test, but there's still that tier system. You just know which school is the best and which school isn't.
But then you still, I guess certain schools will have certain standards, but it's still public school where you still mix with people. Private schools, a lot of them, you just won't see them.
Yeah, but
You
then
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of schools
saying?
as well, they do it's a catchment area thing. So my school was a catchment area thing.
Mm.
I remember one of my friends.
So what's catchment area?
So basically, only certain people from this. So there's a bubble. Anything outside that bubble, you can't come into school because they do the whole distance thing and blah blah blah.
Oh, so you have to live within
within catchment area. Yeah. So I remember one of my friends. She and her neighbor, both they went to the same primary school, whatever. But literally, the house was right next to her. Both applied for the school, but because my friend's house was literally where the line stopped. It's the same address as just number 41 and 42. Because my friend didn't get in.
Wow.
Do you get what I mean? So even with schools like that, they might not do tests and stuff, but there's just ways to keep it.
But isn't
how
that,
you keep it?
Isn't that then fair? Because those people still live in the same area with the same postcode, same borough, same everything. But you just draw the line. It's not like you're drawing the line based on you knowing there's certain type of people that you want within that line and certain people outside of it. It's literally, okay, you know what? This is for this particular borough. We're going to draw a line of maybe 3 mile radius.
Yeah.
And this is what we accepted. So it's not based on class. It's just based on
It kind of
what
is
we can do.
because basically what it was, the line was for Bromley.
Okay.
So basically where that girl's house was, it kind of forms into where's that? Is it Downham? Do you know what I mean? So Downham and Bromley is literally I'm Downham here.
Yeah.
One additional step now in Bromley. Do you get what I mean? It's that kind of stuff. But I think even with that, there is a reason for that. I think these schools, they can't say it. But I think certain schools in certain areas, in the Kent areas maybe, they'll be like, oh no, this is the catchment area.
Yeah.
But because they don't want to be allowing London and everyone else in. I think there's something is deeper than just, oh, this is the radius. Do you get what I mean?
But then how do you then regulate that? Because like you said, it sounds like a valid consideration. Yeah. To then be like, look, we don't want kids having to travel 2 hours to get to school. You know what I'm saying? So what do we do?
They say that, but trains exist. And it's it could be a 20-minute. I personally think that these schools, this is why I say, even if you abolish private schools, I think a lot of these schools, they know what they want. They know the image they want to have. And they come up with clever, smart ways to keep that image. You get what I mean? So if they say, for example, schools in Kent and they're like, we don't want any Londoners coming in here, because they know what the image they're trying to keep is. Do you get what I mean? Because really, actually think about it. You haven't asked the child how they're getting to school. The parent might be dropping them. Might be a 20-minute car journey, and the parent drops them every day. But then they'll be like, oh, well, if the child takes the train or the bus, it's 2 hours, so we don't want them. We don't want them stressing themselves out. But you don't know how each child gets to school. I used to get dropped to school. Jim, you don't know that.
But what if now I don't know, something happens and the parent can't drop them to school. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you're now left in a situation where the child has to now finish, I don't know, 3-4 years perhaps of education, taking 2-hour journeys.
That's fair, but then anything, we could always think like that. We could always think, in case this, in case that. But I think that in this country anyway, there's class systems, there's class systems, and I think that a lot is done to maintain the class systems and to keep people where they think they're meant to be and place people where they think they're meant to be. And I think that pours into a lot of areas, a lot of systems within society. So, and I really believe education is one of them.
Yeah.
I think you're right, but I don't think it exists within the public school part. That's the only thing I would say. I think with the private schools, 100%, because there's certain things you learn there, you're taught there that we just didn't have access to. You know what I'm saying? And obviously to kind of have a certain people live in a particular way and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
As much as politicians kind of are at odds every now and again because they're different parties, they're from the same world.
Yeah,
a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So,
Quick question, yeah? Well, a few questions actually. Do you, well, maybe you know for a fact, the curriculum taught at private schools, is it different from the curriculum taught at public schools?
I think it is different. I think there's certain essential things that needs to be ticked off, but I think it is different.
Okay. And then do you feel like it's detrimental for children to be embedded in a hierarchy system where they're aware that there are kids who are above them in a different, class, category, or parents? Obviously, we're all aware of, growing up, you're rich, your parents are rich, and da-da-da. But do you feel like abolishing private schools would then eliminate that sense of, you're better than me, I'm lower than you? Do you reckon it's important for kids to understand that or not?
To understand the reality of that division, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's definitely important because then it allows you to focus on where you are and do something for yourself if you don't like where you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't like facades. I don't like it if like you're removing something just as a gesture and making me feel like everything's changed when it really hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I don't think private schools should be abolished at all.
I don't think so too. Do you, hold on, what can I say as well? Yes. Did you, growing up, were you around any private schools or schools that were like an upper tier to you?
No.
Because basically I went to a school called Kingsdale. Kingsdale was a very, very bad school, but it was in a good area. It was in West Dulwich.
Okay.
So we had a prep school next door to us, like literally. Like you kick your ball over your playground, it's their playground, literally. Then around the corner, we had Dulwich College, I believe, which was, I believe, a private school.
Private school, yeah.
So you had, in this little proximity, you had, when I say a bad school, I mean a very, very bad school in my school. Then you had Dulwich Prep, then you had Dulwich College, all in the same proximity. But I never felt, I knew that they went to a better school, but it didn't really bother me mentally. Like, I didn't look at myself as being beneath them.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. But I was aware that, they had certain privileges that we wasn't aware of. I was aware that, they all came from a certain type of background, money, affluence. But I don't feel like it knocked my confidence or me thinking that, they're smarter than me. You know what I mean?
I think that's a very good point. But I think another point is sometimes it doesn't matter how we see them or how they see us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because if they see us in a particular light, they know how to maneuver to make sure they stay away from us. They know, their privilege, their education is going to put them in a certain bracket, a certain area, certain jobs, certain careers. And they know how to, I guess, get into certain positions in life to kind of maintain that divide. You know what I'm saying? So we may look at them and be like, oh yeah, this is regular human beings, man. This is just funny. But they're looking at us like, you guys are impoverished, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be your boss one day. I'm going to be your CEO one day.
Yeah.
I'm going to be your politician. You're going to come to me. I'm your MP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And have that reinforced. And I think that's why a lot of people believe private schools should be abolished. I personally don't think it should be abolished because I believe if someone has the money to create something and it's better than what's out there, I don't think people that right should be taken away from people.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, it's, institutionalized now and all that type of stuff, but still, it's still people essentially that come together, put money together, created something for themselves.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want that to be taken away from me. So I don't think it should be taken away from them. That's basically how I see it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say we was to be, look, let's have the new black school. And we put the money together. And then we've got, black students who've come and said, you know what? We like this idea. We're going to fund this. And we've got our own curriculum. We make sure we tick off the essentials for the UK government.
Mhm.
Or we're teaching all the stuff we want to teach. We're teaching about upliftment. All these type of beautiful things that we need in our community. I don't want nobody to come tell me we can't do this. It needs to be the same, level playing field. No. Our condition is different. We need something for ourselves. And I can't be hypocritical and say, for them, take it away, but for me, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see life that way.
I agree.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think it should be abolished.
Yeah, no, same.
And plus, I guess, kind of like what you're saying anyway, it's like, I don't think it changes everything anyway, even if you were to take it away. You know what I'm saying? Like, the divide will still exist in some way. I think some things will change. I do think that will happen. Because then they can kind of move with regular people. And we can move with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can learn about each other's different ways of life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing is as well, as much as kids who go to private schools may look down upon public school kids, public school kids don't really rate private school kids either. They look at them as being neeks and not being cool, so to speak, and being kind of like, well, when I was younger anyway, I know that was kind of like the notion.
Yeah.
That, the kids in Dulwich Prep were like nerds, basically. So that there was no level of admiration at all. I don't think anyone aspired to, I don't know if that's good or bad, but there was no level of, I wish I went to that school. You know what I mean? Which is quite interesting, to be fair. And also, I didn't really remember any type of integration. You would think two schools that are literally next door to each other, there'll be some type of something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe an annual little fun games day or sports day, but it was like proper segregated.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why I guess they want that gone, because if that segregation wasn't there, like the way we perceive them, definitely it will change. Because we would know more. It wouldn't just be based on, I don't know, guesswork. We would know, okay, you know what? Actually, Tom's rich, his parents earn 5 million a year, but this nigga's pretty regular. You know what I'm saying? He likes fish and chips like me. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. But anyway.
All right. Okay, let's get into our next headlines.
Okay, so the next headline is related to the Russia and Ukraine war. This week, obviously, we spoke about certain things. And now it seems as though Mr. Putin is looking to boost his troop numbers. So Russia's president has signed a decree which could see 137,000 service personnel added to the country's armed forces in the coming months. Currently, Russia has a limit of just over 1 million military personnel and almost 900,000 civilian staff. Putin's decree comes amid a recruitment drive around the country with large cash incentives on offer. Western officials say 70,000 to 80,000 troops have been killed or wounded since Russia invaded Ukraine 6 months ago. There have been reports that recruiters have been visiting prisons, promising inmates freedom and money. The UK Ministry of Defence said in a statement 2 weeks ago that volunteer battalions being set up in several Russian regions were likely to form part of a new army corps. But it said very limited levels of popular enthusiasm for volunteering for combat in Ukraine meant it would be difficult to find the required number of troops. As we know, Russia had initially promised a short, decisive campaign when it invaded Ukraine in February. But fierce Ukrainian resistance has stalled its progress, and in recent weeks, front lines have been hardly moved. Currently, Russian men aged 18 to 27 are subject to the call-up, although many are able to avoid or reduce the term of their service, usually 1 year, through medical exemptions or by enrolling for higher education. So yeah, apparently he's trying to boost his army by an extra 10%.
But they have no plans to stop this war anytime soon.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to back off. Yeah, anytime soon anyway. Yes, our next headline, trigger warning. It's something that happened in Glasgow where a baby was left by the roadside. So a baby was found abandoned at the side of Dublin. A baby was found abandoned at the side of the road after a car it was inside was stolen in Dublin. Irish police are investigating the incident, which happened on St. Atraca Road in Cabra at about 7 o'clock local time on Sunday. The baby was found unhurt shortly afterwards. It's understood a car with 2 children had been very briefly left unattended outside a house on the street. A person got into the car and the older child managed to get out. The car was then driven away with the infant still strapped in the car seat. Shortly after, the baby was taken out of the vehicle and left on a footpath on the nearby Fassau Road before being reunited with its parents. Police said no arrests have been made, but they are following a definite line of inquiry. Investigations are ongoing.
Do you know stuff like that is very annoying? Because now the parents are gonna get investigated. When it was just one quick moment of I forgot something, and just go run in the house and get it quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? And it's annoying because when you think about it, like there's normal things that you do every day just for a second, but one day that second goes wrong, and now it's a whole kind of worms because this is child abandonment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember it happened to me when I was younger. Well, not happened to me, but happened to my little sister. Not in this way. It was very minor. Basically, I was young.
You did a koi. You started the story here. Then you're like, well, actually not like this.
Yeah, I want to reduce the expectations that I'm going to say something crazy. So I must have been about 9 or 10, and it was me and my mum at my house and my little baby sister. She must have been maybe 1 or less than 1 at the time. So at one point I was like, Mum, where's the baby? She's
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I don't know. Isn't she with you? Isn't she in the living room now? Anyway, such in the house. This my little sister's nowhere to be found. Like nowhere to be found. So me and my mum panicking. Bear in mind, I'm young. Yeah. So I'm like, where's Lola? That's my little sister's name. Looking for her, can't find her. I go to the front door. The front door's open. So I'm running out to the landing now. These times we live in the estate. Looked in the corridor, can't see this girl. So I ran down the corridor, looked on the stairs. This girl's crawling down the stairs.
Wow.
A little baby. She must have been less than 1 year old. Imagine a neighbour saw.
Yeah.
That would have been a whole different situation.
Yeah, it's a whole thing now.
Like, why is your baby on this
Or she
pissy
even fell down the
fucking
stairs.
estate? Yeah.
She fell down the stairs and you take her to hospital because now they're going to investigate you because why did she get these bruises? Like,
Yeah. Literally, I don't know how she even got out of the house.
all it takes is just one thing, you know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I remember seeing something just yesterday, actually, in South Africa. Like, this one wasn't even really abandoned. This wasn't abandonment. Baby's in the trolley in, let's just say, Tesco or something, yeah. The mum has opened the freezer. It's right next to her. The mum has opened the freezer, right?
Yeah.
Gone to get some, I don't know, frozen veg at the bottom. A woman comes over, takes the child out, turns around, is about to do a thingy. But the mum, obviously, it's a quick thing. She's come up, seen the baby's gone, looked around, said, what? Sees the woman, who's staff, by the way, walking towards the exit.
You got to rush her.
I'm telling you.
You've actually got to rush her because are you a sicko?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's
I couldn't
scary.
believe what I was seeing.
But that's how children abduction happens.
Yeah.
Like when I see CCTV footage of stuff like that, literally like the child will be there for a second, next thing, and they're gone. It's so scary.
Do you remember Jamie Bolger?
Yeah.
You know, man. You definitely
Those two young boys that killed that baby.
Yeah.
On the train. Sorry, trigger warning. And they tied the baby on the train tracks, all that stuff.
You know,
it was a famous case.
All over the news. When it was smaller.
I must have forgot.
Yeah.
Actually, the name Jamie Bolger does sound familiar,
Yeah.
but I don't remember the particular details.
They kidnapped. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So basically, all it was, they were in the shop.
Yeah.
The mum is there at the counter or something. The baby's here. She turns around, baby's gone. So the baby just walked out. And I believe the kids were around. And basically, it's one of those crazy things where the mums realize, come out the shop, but she has to make a decision. Do I turn left?
Yeah.
Or do I turn right? She's obviously chose the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Those 2 kids have taken the baby, like who was like 2, 3 maximum.
He's literally a toddler.
They've just tortured this baby.
No, it was honestly
Horrible. Horrible.
They should have got death penalty.
100%.
I don't care how young they
it
were.
was-
Do you remember?
Yes.
Venables.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care how young they should have got death because
It's
any
all coming
child,
back to me now.
any kid at the age of 10 that can think of such evil,
Jamie Bolger, yes.
any child that can think of such evil, you don't want that child to grow up because I'm scared of what you're going to come up with. If at the age of 10, you think to torture a baby, tie to train tracks, all these crazy things they did, what will you grow up to? They give them new identities. They're out in society somewhere now.
And even, you've even
I think
just,
one of them is back in jail.
Yeah. You've even just mentioned just the half of it. Remember, obviously, just putting the baby on the tracks. But the stuff they did.
It was bad.
Horrible.
At the
Really,
age of 10, what could you possibly grow up to become? What could you, like,
Hold on,
what
happened to them at the time?
They were just imprisoned, but it's like young offenders prison. But then by the time they got out, They give them new identities.
Young
the
offenders
whole
for
thing.
10-year-olds.
There was something though.
Yeah,
they
it's not prison.
They got put somewhere.
Yeah, it's not prison. It's like a.
Let me try and find
It's like
the
a
details.
hostel.
Because what do
place,
you
basically.
do with kids that age? You've
Mm.
done that. You know what I'm trying to say? Because there isn't an institution for kids of that age.
There is. It's
Kids
like
of that
it's,
age?
yeah, it's literally young. It's young prison. It's a young prison, but it's like it's not like prison the way you go for adults.
Yeah.
But you're locked away from society.
Mm.
Oh,
So you're basically it's like an army camp. But
okay.
I don't know if they do hard labor or whatever they do. But
Because I would assume that cases of that severity involving kids of that age are probably scarce. There's not that many.
yeah, they
So,
should put them on an
Yeah,
island.
so I couldn't imagine they would be amongst a lot of their peers wherever they go. You know what I mean,
But that's the thing though, because if they're young, even though the cases actually, yeah, that's true. You can't really trust them around other kids, can you? Because other kids just stole milk, and they're in jail.
You know what I mean?
But you actually did that craziness. I get to put them in like a solitary, like they would
Yeah.
adults, but it would be like I don't know, younger kids.
were their parents investigated?
I don't even know,
I'm
but I
not
remember
too
that. So
sure.
it was something about like stuff about like them playing games came up. But I think one of them abusing cats or something like that as well.
Yeah, there was crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they looked
They're
into it. Yeah.
sickos.
Because if you're that age and you display that kind of behavior, it comes from one of the few
Something,
places.
yeah.
Yeah,
It comes from home most
you're
times.
sicko.
Sad. They were basically, to answer your question, they were in some type of detention
So no.
thingy. Yeah.
Okay.
So they were held. Well, Thompson, one of the guys, was held at Barton Moss Secure Care Centre, Manchester. Venables was detained in Vardy House, which is a small 8-bedded unit in Merseyside. So yeah, these locations were not publicly known until after the boys released.
Yeah, and then they released them and literally gave them new identity, new everything.
Yeah,
So they could have been your neighbor, you wouldn't even know.
so sad, man.
I'm sure you're gonna
So
do
sad.
that. That's the
Yeah.
world.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. All right. Let's get into Word on Road. Light and breezy today. So it's of course bank holiday weekend. And I think this should be the last of the festivals, in my opinion. Summer's done now. Let's stuff it. But yeah, so Reading and Leeds Festival is happening this weekend. That's the camping festival. Would you guys ever go to a camping festival?
I would you though? Now I'm more open to things.
Okay, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Is
It's because you got pedicure.
Is it because what?
You're vegan.
I think it's because you got pedicure.
It might be all of these
Yeah,
things. I
you're
don't
really
know.
open to things.
I'm a change man.
You really are. SPF yet or not yet?
No.
Okay, next summer watch.
Baby steps.
But yeah, so Dave is gonna be there, 1975 is gonna be there, Meg the Stallion is gonna be there.
Mm.
She had a show the other day on Thursday at Brixton Academy. It looks amazing.
I saw her dancing with Miss Banks, enjoying life.
Two beautiful hot
Mhm.
women. Listen, I hope they have a song together. That'd be sick.
Yeah, for
That'd
real.
be really, really
Yeah.
sick, actually. Because they're both really good at rapping. But yeah, so the festival's from the 26th to the 28th. I actually saw as well Romy Berg's going to be there, and DJ Ty Iku's going to be there as well. These are people that I know personally. But yeah.
Oh,
it's just
I think who are they?
no. Romy Berg's is on BBC One Extra,
Okay.
and Ty Iku is a sick DJ.
Oh, the first
She's
name.
dark skin.
That's that
Yeah.
really like fun girl.
Yeah, energy
yeah,
provider.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's looking really cool. Yeah, it's looking interesting. So I know I'm telling you guys about it, but it is sold out. Because I covered other festivals, so I covered this one too. The tickets are sold out anyway, but I think there might be some resale tickets and stuff like that. But you got to camp. If you're not camping, babe, I wouldn't suggest this. I'm not camping, babe. I can't. No. I like a life of
Soft
easy.
Luxury.
Yeah, like just soft life. Like I could do a camping if I stay in a hotel and meet you guys there the day after. Glamping, I'll call it. So I'll be in a hotel. So again?
Glamping.
Yes. I'll be in a hotel
Mhm.
and then when it's time for the festival, with my nice shower and whatever, I'll meet you guys. Because some people don't be bathing. Some people would, yes.
I forgot about that.
In some office spaces. No, the thing is, there's some facilities,
Yeah, there must
but
be.
some people are like, you know what? It's part of the experience. You're just a dirty person. But yeah, so that's happening this weekend. So anyone is out there, everyone doing anything this weekend, just be safe and have fun with it.
Mhm.
And then I reported a while ago that Big Brother will be coming back next year.
Yeah.
But basically, Channel 4. So you guys know, say Big Brother started on Channel 4.
Mm.
They moved to Channel 5. And now it'll be on ITV.
Okay.
Well, the Channel 4 bosses are saying that this is basically the revival of this is depressing. personally, I think they're being haters. And I feel like they're basically saying, listen, no one's going to be able to do it the way we've done it. So why are you bothering? So obviously, Big Brother ended 5 years ago. And as we learned, it's going to be coming back. So they're basically saying that, listen, when Big Brother was on, it was a wonderful show. And they're saying, I'm sure it will bring an audience to ITV, but I do think there is something depressing about this microwave moment of TV shows being reheated. And this is the chief content officer, Ian Katz, who said this about Big Brother coming back. Sounds a bit like a hateration in my opinion. But yeah, and it's basically said as well, this is how I know it's hateration, because he said, if Channel 4 is about anything, it's about finding that new dish. So it said, find new things, do new things, stop trying to resurrect things from the dead. But what's it called? What's this guy's name again?
I agree a little bit though. This show's been passed around, bro. From Channel 4 to Channel 5 to ITV. Like, what's going on?
I definitely agree, because if this is not executed properly, this is going to be the first revival season and the last. And I think we're obviously living in a different age as well, because the way Big Brother was, it was ruthless.
Yeah.
We live in a different age now of be kind, which it should be kind. But I don't see how Big Brother and Be Kind are gonna coexist. I don't see it. But ITV's managing director of media and entertainment, Kevin Ligo, he said, that Big Brother, of course, shaped the most television over the past 20 years and blah, blah. But he says, we look at Love Island and we see this extraordinary, successful show that defies all the sort of current logic and goes against what people say, and that young people don't watch television. So he says, and then you think every single night at 9 o'clock on ITV2 and on the, streaming service ITV Hub. Sorry, I signed up to that during Big Brother. I'm trying to remember if I cancelled it. I did. So it says people basically tune in every single night at 9 o'clock on ITV and the Hub. And this show is for 8 weeks, and more young people watch it than anything else. So it says we should all take great joy in the fact that if you get the right show, they're going to come and watch it. So I guess they're basically trying to say, they notice people are watching Love Island. Maybe they could do that with Big Brother too. But it's very different situations here, man. I'm very interested to see. Are you guys going to watch it when it comes out?
I might check out the first episode just to see if I like the vibe.
Yeah.
And with Big Brother, you get new people coming in, like, as the show progresses, isn't it?
No, I don't believe so.
You do, because sometimes we'll be sitting there.
I've watched it for years.
That door opens.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then someone comes in, like randomly,
Okay.
Yeah, someone comes in randomly. But then sometimes, they're the ones as well who will plant someone in there. So someone will go in there for like a particular task and then they just leave. It's like, what the hell?
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. I mean, Channel 4 have what's it called? Yeah. So Channel 4's they rebooted a few shows, Changing Rooms, Big Breakfast, Friday Night Live. Big Breakfast has got Mo Gilligan with it. And another lady, I don't know her name.
Yeah, I'm not sure her name either.
Crap. But yeah, a beautiful black woman.
Did they only have a part of Big Breakfast? Or is it like the whole...
No, they
host
the whole thing.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they host the whole show. So it'll be interesting anyway. But I'm interested to see what it's going to be like. I think I watched the first few episodes. Maybe I might try a week, see what it's like. But I don't know, man. Because basically they're saying, obviously, in this era of, people like be kind and being sensitive, they're saying that there's going to be a TV channels now and producers and all these people, they understand they've got a greater duty of care to their contestants' mental health and just their health in general. So I reckon that it's not going to be the rawness that we always saw. I think it's going to be like a watered down kumbaya type vibe.
Just quickly, speaking about the reality stuff, did you see the Laura Whitmore thing about how much she gets paid for?
No, I didn't actually.
They're saying that she gets paid £21,000 per minute. She was only on the show in total for 24 minutes, if you calculate her on-screen time.
Is it?
Yeah, people on Twitter doing the maths. Okay.
Let me do it.
Calculate all her screen time.
21,000.
Well, the number was 21,367.
21,367.
And the guy said that she was with
24
24
minutes.
minutes, yeah.
512,808. I don't believe that, because then how much does she get then for? Actually, to be fair, she has to travel for that. Remember, that's one of the reasons why she said she's got to quit, because she can't go to South Africa. They're back and forth, and she's got her Broadway stuff coming on. But then I wonder how much she gets for After Sun then,
True. I don't know.
because they can't do per minute for that.
What's After Sun?
That's the
thingy
after
of-
show, yeah.
They probably put it all together then. Maybe.
Maybe.
That's a lot of minutes. It is 21K per minute.
But I think they've worked backwards. I think they know her salary and have said, well, she's only there for 24 minutes. This is what she earns.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing it per minute. This is how much we're paying you. How much screen time you get is how much you
Exactly.
get. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because she be walking slow. And also, that's 24 minutes that we see.
Exactly.
Apparently, the show's really edited and they have to do things again, blah, blah. So, big up you, Laura.
Yeah, man.
But so we'll see what Big Brother says when it comes out. I'll let you guys know. I don't think it's going to be a review. You might be able to do that in the TDA community. Join the community. But we'll let you know anyway. So yesterday I reported that Vanessa Bryant won 60 million from the lawsuit, which guys know that she took the fire department and the sheriff department to court over taking pictures of the victims' bodies and sharing it. Well, she got $60 million and she's decided to donate that to the Mamba and the Mamba Sitter Foundation, which is a foundation that was set up in honor and through the vision of Kobe and Gigi to help younger athletes, young boys and girls who want to be athletes and just all of that. So I think that's really, really positive. I think that's amazing. And the word is that actually from the start of this suit anyway, she was doing this for their legacy, to protect their legacy. So I think it's amazing that she's doing this, and I think it's positive, very positive news. So hopefully all goes well with that. And just to kind of read you guys a bit on their website and stuff, they said their mission to the Mamba and the Mamba Sitter for Sports Foundation is a non-profit organization dedicated to creating positive impact for undeserved athletes and boys and girls in sports, founded through the vision and loving memory of Kobe and Gianna Gigi Bryant. And so basically the foundation provides funding and sports programming for undeserved athletes to enable participation in school and or league sports that enrich socio-emotional and physical development. And it says Kobe and Gigi's vision was to create a world where young boys and girls had equal opportunity to pursue their dreams through sports and life. The foundation honors their legacy by funding programs that support their vision. If I'm not wrong, I think they were on the way to watch a game actually for the foundation or something like that when that crash happened. I remember it was something to do with that. But I think it's really, really positive that she's doing that. And I also know that she's kind of released certain merch as well, kind of exclusive stuff. So I remember she did, it was Gianna's birthday and she did tracksuits and it was purple and yellow and kind of just the colors. And people basically bought it and all the money again from that went to the foundation. And I know she's also done a jewelry collaboration as well. So it's she's doing stuff that helps to raise funds for the foundation. So very positive and just sending healing to them. And the last bit is on my babes, Chris Brown. So basically, Chris Brown's on his tour at the moment, still waiting on the European dates. He did post something on his story the other day saying that he's planning a European tour.
Is this the little baby tour? Is it him and the baby they're on tour together, right?
I'm not sure, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. But so he's going to be doing a European. I will report on it, even though you guys have more competition for me trying to get tickets. But being in my job, I will let you guys know when the tickets come out. But so he just did New Mexico the other day and he posted a video of obviously the crowd and whatever. And one thing about Chris Brown, the man can perform. Honestly, I just can't wait for his show. But anyway, so he put a post up and he says, New Mexico. He says, you see the people, every show is packed like this. If it wasn't for my incredible fans, I would have been quit. I don't like the fake celebrity shit. Award shows haven't let me perform in years, yet my shows still sell out. Let me be great. And then one of the, a fan in the comments said, not even BET Awards. And he said, nope. Anyway, you should know the truth about BET now. The black is just in the BET.
But didn't he perform? He performed at BET Awards after the whole Rihanna stuff. Remember? He done the Michael Jackson tribute. He's
oh, yes. And he broke down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
obviously
true.
That was quite a long time ago, but still.
Yeah, but I think since then I still feel like he's kind of blacklisted. I think he's blacklisted. I think it was very clear he was blacklisted after the whole Rihanna stuff. And then obviously she forgave him. So I think people didn't really know where to stand with that. But I think beyond that anyway, he's still kind of blacklisted because obviously his name tends to be attached to stuff. Obviously around that time he had some other situations he was dealing with. But now, I'll be honest, I feel like with Chris Brown here, people kind of just use his name in any kind of crime. Like I told you, I reported about the girl who, what did she do? She stole a car or something, and she put down his house and said that she's his wife. Do you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And one time as well, some woman said that, she was kidnapped by Chris Brown.
Ridiculous.
After she went to his house for a party. He was out of the country. And that's the thing. Thank God, this man is not doing solo vacations because no one, they'll be like, oh, there's no receipts that you were away. But thankfully, we can see him in other countries doing shows and stuff. And so when people are reporting these fake news, it's like, come on, man. But yeah, so I guess he's a bit frustrated that, he doesn't get to perform at award shows, and which is wild to me because he's actually had some really big songs. I would have thought, because usually when you have a big song like the No Guidance one with Drake, I could see that at the award show. Even Go Crazy, that was a lit summer.
Yeah.
And but hopefully things happen. I think with Chris Brown, Chris Brown is so talented, He's so talented, but I can't help but think his success is capped because of what happened.
100%.
Do you get what I mean? Because the greatness would have been wild if that never happened. But it just feels like even though he's doing all the things that can give him that greatness, notoriety, but because of what that happened, it's like he's not going to be allowed to ever get there.
Yeah, I think he'll have the biggest what if stories.
Yeah.
Because like you said, if that never happened, because he's still, I think with Chris Brown, I do believe he's been blackballed, but because his talent is so undeniable, you can't keep a man with that much talent down.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
So imagine that never happened. God knows where he would be by now.
He'd be mad.
Because this is what I was gonna say. Who do you think is at a place where you think Chris Brown would have been, or do you feel like Chris Brown is the highest?
So for example, where Drake is right now, that could have been Chris Brown.
I think we would have surpassed that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think with Chris Brown, because obviously Drake is Drake. Prior to Chris Brown doing the thing he did, a lot of people liked Chris Brown. Do you get what I mean? And his songs and his music from when he came out was always so relatable. I feel like now, even with Drake, it's like some people don't like Drake, some people like Drake. Do you get what I mean? But I think with Chris Brown, the way he started, the way people loved him from when he started, that love would have just carried on. Carried on. And I think even the younger generation would have even known about him. Like, he would have been that. Like a Beyonce, maybe. Even bigger than Beyonce, maybe, actually. But I think that's just kind of kept him, sadly, I think, forever. I don't see people ever forgiving that.
Yeah, no.
Even though Rihanna's forgiving it, but I don't see people forgiving it.
If he would have been forgiven for this, it would have been years ago.
Yeah.
The more time goes by, the less likely it's going to be.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't feel that people kind of... Because obviously, I'm not a woman, didn't happen to me, things of that nature, right? But I don't ever think about it when I look at Chris Brown.
Yeah, but that's you.
That's what I'm saying.
People would think about it.
Yeah.
To the point where people shame people.
Yeah.
So gone.
Yeah, no, a lot of women still think about it. I don't think the men do it, if we're honest with you. And a lot of girls don't fuck with Chris Brown because of it. Yeah. Some girls still do, and it's up to them.
But that's the thing, that even the girls who do, like, as much as I talk about Chris Brown and I outwardly love Chris Brown, people are shy for me for loving him. Like, people like Chris Brown and get shamed for liking Chris Brown. Yeah. Like, a lot of times, people be like, oh, you guys are making a lot of noise. Like, even when it was going to be Afro Nation, people at the time not celebrating. People are like, you guys are so embarrassing, especially the women.
What? This might be a stupid question, but why do you think people are more open to support Chris Brown despite what he done? Yeah. And again, this might sound like a stupid question, more so than they are R. Kelly.
I think for me, R. Kelly's thing is like, trigger warning. It's like having sex with kids and all that. Like, it's pedophilia.
Yeah. So
it's nasty to me.
Pedophilia to some people is way worse than physical abuse.
Yeah, for me, I'll be honest with you, I think it is.
100%. Yeah, no, I understand.
I hate to say it, but even if like someone died because of physical abuse,
still,
pedophilia will still make me that extra sick. I'm not saying that would make me sick.
Yeah.
But the extra vomit is coming because of the pedophilia.
Yeah, I think we had this convo on Meets Up to 7 actually. Yeah, same about what do we deem worse. Like, I think we were talking about murder or pedophilia.
Pedophilia every time.
We picked pedophilia being worse than murder, I believe. I can't remember exactly.
That's the worst thing because kids are so innocent. Like, what the hell? Yes, I think it's that. And I think also, though, to be fair, I think because seeing Rihanna forgive him, that helped some people as well, because it's like, okay, the person who was like directly affected by this is forgiving him. Yeah. And I think also some people as well, reports kind of came out that it was an abusive relationship. It's just that time he took it too far. Do you get what I mean? So I think there's also that side of argument as well. But
do you think if the picture of her face wasn't released, that would have helped him maybe the way the public's see him, because you saw
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
the
I think
face.
so. Yeah.
It's made it million times worse.
Yeah, because even
100%.
seeing here, I can see the face.
Yeah,
Do you know what I think
But
that face was
that picture's in my head.
imprinted.
I can saw a picture now.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that was imprinted in people's minds.
Mm.
And I remember like the reports was that she tried to hide that. She didn't want her face to come out like that. Do you get what I mean? But then unfortunately, it happened.
Sad, man.
So I think, I think it's that, because really, when you think about it, yeah, like people have there's a lot of like toxic relationships that people fight and do all that kind of stuff. Like we've seen it so many times with love and hip hop and whatever. But I think if we never saw it, I think his career would have soared anyway. Sadly,
Yeah.
do you get what I mean? But I think just seeing it, when you're able to put something to the crime, it's
makes
worse.
sense.
But
Yeah.
it's crazy. But I mean, I want to conclude a sentence by saying I will let you guys know when the concert comes. It sounds a bit tone deaf. So yeah.
You lot can find out through the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just end it there. People's Journal next.
Okay, people, welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. So, I kind of, I'm trying to see if there's any good to talk about, but there isn't, I'm afraid.
At least you're trying.
Yeah, I was trying. I was trying to spin it in some type of way, but not that good a politician. So, the first thing I want to talk about is basically restaurants, pubs, butchers, cafes, all these smaller type businesses. Yeah. Like I said, earlier this week, they're all suffering from this whole energy crisis, right? And they're pretty much all banding together to kind of plead to the government and ask them to step in. So again, taxpayers' money perhaps will be, if obviously the government kind of agree, will be kind of going towards these type of things here. But I feel for them because like a lot of their bills have kind of soared 400%.
Damn.
Which is crazy, which is basically saying a lot of them are going to be out of business by the end of the year. Hence the whole chip shop fiasco we were talking about yesterday. Apparently more than half of small companies, 54% of them, actually believe, right, that their running costs is going to force them to close. So just imagine a situation where you see 54% of all the shops in your area just closed. Yeah, this is not something that we can...
I'm getting some tonight.
Take
What?
Get some fish chips
Fish and
tonight.
chips.
But yeah, not even just them, just all businesses. Imagine.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you know how we've got the whole price cap that I was talking about before, that Ofgem kind of regulates, right?
Yeah.
They're the energy watchdog. Businesses are not protected by that. You know what I'm saying? So even though our price cap is high and we're annoyed at that, and they don't have a ceiling. It's just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. On top of that, they face paying 20% in VAT for the energy bills. We only pay normal households pay 5%. So you've got your bills, 5% on top. Obviously, it's all banded together. But them, they don't even have a cap. No ceiling to how much they get charged by these energy companies. Then they have to pay 20% VAT on top of that. So yeah, it's just causing them a lot of them to just really kind of complain and be like, look, this is ridiculous.
I can't lie, I live in my house. I live in my shop, because how mad that is. You pay bills, you pay stupid bills like that in your shop. Then you go back home as well, and you then repeat the same bills.
It's crazy.
And what's the taxes for? When you think, do you know what I mean? Because I'm sure they'll pay like different types of taxes. I can't remember what the shop tax is. But you pay like council tax, you pay business rates.
Business rates, yeah.
You pay business rates, you pay your tax. So what is all of this for if the time then we don't need you the most, this money can't
And this
help?
is why I was saying this though. This is why I like it's easy for us as people who maybe don't have businesses or who are tenants and stuff to really look down or kind of look at them harshly, landlords and business owners.
Yeah.
But they pay so much. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like to just to keep doing what they're doing. Yes, they may live a bit better than us, but it's not easy. They really go through certain things, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they're not doing it because, they're trying to be nice, whatever. They're doing it because there's an incentive to make profit.
Yeah.
If that profit goes, the economy collapses. All of us suffer together. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as easy as sometimes it's portrayed out there. And just to give you an example of one particular guy, he's a butcher. He said the energy supplier raised his annual bill, from £7,000. This is how much he was paying a year. Now it's 22,000. 22,000
From
pounds.
7,000.
From 7,000 pounds.
That's insane.
Nah, sorry. They're embezzling this money. It's not making sense. The maths is really not mathing like that. That's wild.
It's ridiculous.
It's wild.
It's ridiculous.
It's and that's one individual.
Yeah, this is just one shop. He said basically in a good year they would make a profit of £30,000. So and again, like I was saying, a lot of people think businesses they're just rich, right? But
Well.
in a year, profit 30k. Now with the energy bills, they're at a loss. Just like that, immediately they're at a loss. Then imagine factoring in the fact that people won't even have the expenses to even come and patronize your business. You're done for.
Is it really costing the government this much money, or whoever's in charge of getting the oil and the fuel, all these things? Is it really costing them this much money for them to be justified to charge us like this?
I can't say for sure. But again, it's just economics.
It does sound right to me.
Because you can't get it from Russia and all these other places
Yeah.
that everyone relied on. You're having to go to other people. And those other people in other countries and different sources can charge you a premium because they know you
That you
need to
need it.
come here. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it works.
7,000 to 22,000 is mad.
it's crazy. But don't get me wrong. Those energy companies will obviously try and make sure they've got profit too.
Yeah.
But it's just part of business. But yeah, 7k to £22,000.
We could have had it so easy.
It's ridiculous.
Adam and Eve didn't eat that apple.
And to kind of continue from there, since we'll kind of mention Ofgem, yesterday I was talking about important dates that everyone kind of needs to be careful, mindful of, right? And one of them was the 26th of August, which is today. And that's basically the day that Ofgem announces the new energy price cap.
Mm.
So that's the amount of money that, like I said, it's the maximum amount of money we'll be paying. But obviously, we will be paying that basically, if that makes sense, right? So it's not like it protects us. It protects us because obviously it could be more, but it's a lot more anyway. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, Ofgem have approved a £1,578 increase, right, on the current figure of 1,971. So basically, households in the UK from October basically face an average gas and electricity bill of £3,549 a year. Like I said, prior to that, it was 1,500. Now, the average household is going to be paying 3,500. 80%.
£2,000.
80% increase. So yeah.
I'm over it. I'll be honest with you. I'm over it at this point.
Yeah.
Candles, man. Candles.
Honestly.
For real.
Honestly.
For real. It's sad, man. Again, wait.
You got more.
Yeah, there's more. People need to know immediately.
Listen, you need to have fun this weekend because
Hey, sorry, by the way, are we here on Monday?
nah.
Oh, okay.
Bank holiday. Actually, you know what? This might be a bit of good news, actually. Kind of.
Depends how you spin it.
Yeah. I'll try my best. It's for people that shop in Waitrose.
Get out of here. Brent, cut his mic. Shopping Waitrose. Don't you see people trying to fight in Lidl? And Lidl's giving Waitrose prices these days.
I'm joking. Well, I'm kind of joking. It's not just Waitrose. It's actually Lidl. So basically, and Lidl, yeah. So basically, they're announcing that they're looking to sell stunted and wonky looking fruit and vegetables. So you know, normally, right? I know it doesn't seem like the biggest deal in the world, innit? But you know, normally they try to make sure all the bananas and all the fruit and veg looks perfect. Cucumbers are not bent like this, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the rest they kind of throw away, right? But because of the drought that happened recently, this whole heat wave, obviously the fruit and veg are not getting all the minerals, the water that it needs.
Yeah.
So that's why it increases all of them kind of growing in some weird type of fashion, right? So
I've got my own theory about that, but go on.
Well, basically what they're saying is we're not going to throw that stuff away. We're going to give it to the supermarkets. And so, I mean, they give it to the supermarkets, but the supermarkets are not going to throw it away. They're going to sell them.
At a discounted price. Because exactly.
I'm not sure we discount.
And this is why this is foolishness. Because first of all, they should already be doing that.
But do you know what it is? It's more so to help the farmers. Because the farmers, like, they're only going to buy the stuff from the farmers that they can use, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? But they're saying, look, we're going to take this stuff too. So instead of you lot kind of having a bigger loss We'll pay you for the stuff so you can continue farming because it's not your fault about the drought, and we'll sell this on to our customers.
When do these things hit the shelf? I'm going to go do my investigation because I know for a fact here they're going to pay the farmers. They're going to ask a discount from the farmers as if the farmers are the ones that's in charge of the thing growing wonky, right? And then they're going to come to the shops and sell it to us for normal prices because there's shops that should already sell these things anyway.
Yeah.
Someone like, is it Morrison or is it Tesco? One of them, they actually have like a bag of like wonky potatoes.
Yeah.
And when I go there, I just buy it because is this the potato in
But
there?
the thing is, what I was going to say was, do these disfigured crops, do they taste different? Is it less quality?
No, the same.
That's a bit the
Exactly,
same
because
thing.
when you cook it and you chop it up, they both look the same. The straight cucumber and the wonky cucumber, when you
It's
chop it
cucumber.
up to how you want it, it's the same, innit?
It's the same.
And this is why I say I have a theory. They're
Can you tell
injecting
us?
our foods. The foods we eat in this country is not it. These foods, because sometimes, have you ever seen bananas that look like plantain?
What do you mean, really like massive ones?
Just massive. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, this is interesting. Or sometimes like the things that look extra small, extra big. Lord,
Esther,
bring the rapture.
this is more than a theory. It's a fact.
Yeah, but
100%.
they always
They've been doing this.
Yeah, they inject stuff all the time.
So when they're talking about it's wonky, blah, blah, bro, it's what you did.
No, but that's more so because the drought. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, they are putting stuff in, but that stuff is still basically it's still dependent on having certain essentials like the sunlight and the water, the irrigation system and things of that nature. So yeah, normally they will say no, we don't want them tomatoes shaped like that, but they're kind of just they're accommodating them.
You see organic fruits here, organic vegetables, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Are those the ones that don't have the extra
Yeah,
designs in them?
Yeah, I believe so.
but there's a difference.
That's what they even tell us.
So you've got the organic and then you've got the non-GMO. So you can have the GMO ones, then the organic, then there's something else, I think.
But
I can't
But
remember.
by having these segregated categories, they're telling you that these are the ones that we're putting shit in then.
Yeah, exactly.
And the ones that are not putting shit in is stupid expensive. So people are going to end up buying the ones that put shit. Listen, this world,
Yes, there you go.
it's all a mess. There's a reason why for these things.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they've got us eating shit foods.
I think people should start taking up gardening more,
Mm.
If you got a garden.
Oh, yeah,
so-
of course.
Say why?
Not gonna say where.
Oh.
If you have a garden, if you don't have a garden, then
But still,
That's
even, they got, what are they called? Even if you don't have a
what are
garden.
you gonna talk? You're talking about
The plants, the pots.
allotments.
Yes, thank you. The allotments.
Who has an allotment though?
What's an
People
allotment?
have it. So basically, there's certain areas where the borough's got certain space right,
Yeah,
where people, it's all cut up like, I don't know, certain shapes, right?
Yeah.
And people kind of use that land. They hire it or they buy it or whatever
yeah,
to grow their vegetables.
Okay, so it would be like my square. So you
Yeah,
can't just
yeah.
come in and get my
No,
tomatoes.
no.
yeah.
Not at all. People do it.
The first place I heard about allotments was on EastEnders.
Oh, is it?
There was a couple characters that had allotments.
Hmm.
That's where I first heard about it. I've actually got a friend who's younger than me who's got an allotment.
See?
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it, man.
Well,
It's hard work, but
that's the thing. It's hard work and respectfully, I don't get manicures for that. I'm not really a gardening babe, to be honest. I'm really not.
Yeah, garden. Really.
It's not really my thing. But I would like cheaper. But then it would take so long to grow. By that time, inflation's probably done anyway. Like it's just I need a solution now.
But think of it this way as well. If you got excess,
Yeah.
obviously you can just give it away. People just give it away to their neighbors and whatnot.
And how would that help me financially?
But you could sell it.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could.
There you go. But yes.
Lord help us all. That's all really there is to say, isn't there?
Still got a couple more things. So, there's basically
Longer than 2 headlines.
3 more train operators and companies that are looking to strike again. So you got Chiltern Railways, Northern Trains, and TransPennine Express. And basically, yeah, they've all walked out in a dispute over pay. No dates have been set, so I can't tell you what date it's going to be. Yeah, but yeah.
There's a strike this weekend, isn't there?
Bus
strikes.
Yeah.
Yes, bus strikes, yeah.
It's Saturday and Sunday, isn't it? Or Sunday and Monday?
I'm not too sure, but it's definitely this weekend.
Mm.
And I believe they said only 10% of their service is going to be running, if I'm not mistaken.
What are we going to do when they go carnival?
This is it. This is why you have to, the strikes are hitting people where it hurts so they can get their money,
It's crazy.
And the very, very last thing is yesterday I spoke about Bank of England and the interest rates and how it may go up from 1.75% to 2.25%. Yeah, people are basically saying, look, based on how things are looking, Bank of England may be forced to raise interest rates up to 4%.
Why would you 2.25?
This is what I'm saying. They've just gone again. So yeah, man. Yeah. But they just, don't know for sure. Could be just pure speculation, like most things. But they're saying to kind of combat, inflation, they may have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
You know
So,
what?
yeah.
The millennials are really living through a lot. Because I lived through a pandemic. Well, pandemic and monkeypox. Last recession when I was younger, even though I don't feel like we ever came out of it, but I was younger. All those effects on my pocket money. But this time, I'm really in the depths of it. It's never ending.
Yeah, man. It's sad. But yes, hopefully next week I'll have something positive to say.
You never do.
I'll try. Worst case scenario, I'll talk about the people that made loads of money at Carnival. It's economics.
Yeah, but would that be black people there?
Hopefully, baby. Black people that live in, where is it? West London. People, please, go out there. Go Costco now. Buy a supermarket. Go on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sell
You
your
mean the
stuff,
ones
man.
who live literally on the,
That is a smart business idea, you know?
What a lot of them do is, some of them, they hire their house, not hire, but
Yeah,
they let people use the toilet.
Yeah,
They charge them for the toilet.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
It's nasty though, but that's smart. And you can even make food.
Yeah.
Like little snacks.
They make a lot of money, a decent amount of money.
No, that's so smart.
Might as well.
Wish I knew about this before. I would have done something, made some plans of my own. All right. Is that it?
That is it for me.
All right, love. Let's get into sis. What would you do? Okay. Grand Rising, people. Sisters, this is short. And I know I'm not bugging out. Probably not. My best friend has just started following my man on socials. And I don't understand why. I don't need any of my friends to be following my man. I'm not suggesting that there is anything booky going on. I just don't understand why you have to be following him. How do I approach this? Wait, am I bugging out? Love you guys. P.S. I'm in the community. LOL. That's someone that knows good things. She's in the community.
100%.
Join the community. Community.thenewblack.com.
I saw this tweet. I don't know why it made me laugh.
What?
This dilemma, I believe this comes from a tweet that this girl done.
Okay.
And it was on Shea Barra.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't mind my friends following my man. Because I think if he's someone that's friendly and is cool, if you met him a few times, that's fine. I don't want him to follow you first. I don't know how I want the following to happen. I don't want him following you first. So don't be a beg, babe. Stop it. But at the same time, if you follow him, it's like, okay, it is what it is. It's cool. I think if you get to see him here and there, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I don't want my man to never talk to any of my friends. Just in case something happens. I'm sorry, how are you going to plan my proposal?
I was just about to say
Do you know what I
to you,
mean? There's certain things, birthday dinner, surprise birthdays.
Yeah, but he can have their numbers for that.
That's even worse.
I was just about to say that.
You said that's worse.
So
Right.
is it worse to have the numbers?
Yes.
I've always made a point to get a few of my girlfriend's friends' numbers
Would you follow them on
in
socials?
case of emergencies, in
Yeah.
case of, like you say, planning stuff. I mean, I think it's important. Imagine your girl's out with her friends and her phone dies or something happens to her and you can't get through to her.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is
Who's the next of kin?
All
Yeah.
right, you really are the voice of reason on that one.
100%.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, making me think. Fair. Yeah, I think fair enough. But yeah, that's actually very fair.
But do you feel like, because I would have thought social media is less intrusive.
Yes, that's what,
That's what I
So
would've thought.
for someone who doesn't want your man following you on socials, the number will be
What?
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure this girl wouldn't want her boyfriend having her
She
friends'
don't want to
numbers
hear
for
it.
sure.
She don't even want to hear it. If she
Yeah.
don't want socials, she definitely don't want to hear numbers.
No.
But that is actually, I've never thought of that. That's actually a point. I'm gonna take that on with me in life. But I personally think I don't think it's a big deal. I think the only time I will have a problem is if I follow my friends. If my friend was a triflingness so and so, then I'll have a problem. If it's that kind of, certain friends where they flirt with him, they don't know boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They comment on how good looking he is, or
Yeah.
they see him, they squeeze his arm, like stuff like that. Very touchy. Hey, hello. Yeah, that I would kind of like. I would even block her
Yeah.
before you even get to follow you. I'm not no shame in my game.
If your friends were already following him on socials prior to you being together,
Yeah,
and then you got with him, would you expect them to unfollow him?
definitely not.
Nah.
You guys are cool before. But if we break up though, and something bad happens, if it's not like a mutual nice breakup, maybe he hurt me and what he did was mad to me, you better unfollow. Better unfollow. Because I would. Unless we've got a separate friendship before,
Yeah.
you can picture, then that's different. I'm not gonna get involved. But if it's like you knew of him, but you never really interacted with him.
Yeah.
The only reason why you interact with him now is because of me.
Yeah.
When I leave the situation, we're all leaving. Come on, girls.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't personally, I don't want to say you are bugging out.
Yeah, no. I think
Yeah.
she's bugging. I think she's looking too much into it. Like,
Yeah.
your best friend is just looking at him like, oh, that's my best friend's man. Let me follow him. Like, we're all family now. We're all
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she's trying to be trifling.
Yeah, I don't think it's trying to be traffic. But I think if you know your friend and you know your friend's track record,
Yeah.
and maybe you didn't want to expose your friend on here,
Exactly,
then
yeah.
that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Mm.
But I don't think it's a big deal personally. I want my man and my friends to have a good relationship where they even joke around and
Yeah.
that kind of, not like
Yeah.
joke, you know,
Mhm.
it's not flirty kind of joking, but they're cool enough. Like if they come around the house or if we're going out or wherever, he sees us, be like, oh, like do you know what I mean? Just a good
Mm.
relationship, a good rapport. I want that. I absolutely like. I don't want to be with a man who's bad vibes, who my friends don't want to be around. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to be a thing where I'm like, oh, he's gonna drop me or he's gonna come. Obviously, I'm not really the girl who would let her man come to things. But if it's something that's not that deep where he could actually come to,
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh, my man's coming. Everyone's like silent, like, oh gosh, okay,
Yeah.
few masks kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't want that kind of situation. I actually want them to have a really good relationship.
Yeah. Exactly.
Beyond the birthdays, beyond the surprises, beyond the engagements, like it just makes life easier. Like, why would you
I
not want
agree.
your man to get on with your friends and your friends not get on with your man as well? Do you know what I mean?
Let's flip it though. Would you want the man them to be all up in your girlfriend's gram? Following, liking?
That's the
Yeah.
word.
I wouldn't mind at all.
You wouldn't mind?
No, because I don't think any of my guys will, violate.
Okay,
Like
that's
the
good.
pictures.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you?
'Cause-
Would that man though?
No. Sorry, I cut you off.
Now I was just gonna say, like, it might be also because I don't put too much weight on what following and liking
Yeah.
pictures
Yeah,
means.
I think it's that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I would. If my friends were commenting on my man's pictures,
Depends what the comment is. bro.
you said that really depends what the comment
Yeah.
is.
But I'm sure your friends wouldn't be leaving inappropriate comments
Yeah.
on his Instagram.
I can't lie to you. I don't think I want to see a starstruck with my friends.
What the love heart eyes?
Yeah.
Why would your friend
You
put a
can't
love?
do that one.
I'm saying, I was thinking of the kind of comments. I think you need to do the fire emoji,
Yeah, fire or
The
like,
hands
that
up.
one. Yeah.
yeah,
a clap,
yeah,
a young trophy,
yeah,
the snowflake,
yeah,
Yeah.
the cool glasses.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's about it.
some girls were still reading that
That's true.
as their friend telling their man that they rate him
He's hot.
Mm.
You put fire on there. Why you put fire on there? Is he you trying to say my man's hot?
because they think the pictures. They do think the pictures fire, so they probably do find them attractive too.
Yeah, but the picture's fire though. That's fine.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean? I don't mind that. I think the love struck one.
yeah, no, but
Yeah.
that's stupid. You wouldn't, even if you thought that, you wouldn't put that there.
Yeah, sleep my man.
That's
Damn.
mad.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
Yeah. That's kind of disrespectful as well.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
What is love struck about this man?
Yeah.
Yes, I know he is. Yes, he's good looking. Yes, but why are your eyes doing that?
What about if it was a certain type of picture? Let's just say there's one picture where he's in a suit or he's wearing native. Cool. What if he was topless and they done the fire emoji?
That's a good question.
No, nope,
Huh?
no. Or like he had a print. Oh, and you're doing fire emoji. Nope,
What
No.
if he was an influencer?
nope.
Hmm.
Let the other girls who be doing that in his comments do that.
Hmm.
Don't, that's not for you to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's certain appropriate pictures. Like
Mm.
there's even like some guys say like my man is friends with certain guys.
Yeah.
Like his friends that I follow anyway. I don't put certain comments on there because
Mm.
it's just it's rude.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
get what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
if it's like they're topless, for example, I'm not putting
Mhm.
even you guys' pictures. I'm not like actually. I think yours I did like a clap or something.
Mm.
I might say something like funny because I would say it on the show or
Yeah,
whatever, but
yeah.
I wouldn't like do anything inappropriate. Do you get what I mean?
Mhm.
Nah, man.
But liking the
Sackable
pic-
offense.
But liking the picture's okay though, right?
Why is Brent grabbing the mic? Please put the mic back.
Yes, because Emmanuel had a topless picture and I remembered you jumped on it. And I'm thinking.
We didn't jump. First of all, we didn't jump on it.
Mm.
You so you can get receipts.
No. I'm just waiting to see where he's going with this.
Let me go and check.
You know, the picture with him and he's next to the sign that says vegan something.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
I think
Yeah,
that's
you know,
it.
you and Koiba said that he's got abs like bread rolls or something.
Oh yeah, but we see. I'm not in the comments. We just said what's it called? We said it on the show
Mm.
because I don't listen. Let me see. I'm
You
just
sure you didn't leave a comment?
Brent. I didn't. I'm checking. I actually didn't.
Emmanuel, can you help us out? Did she leave a comment?
How
you telling me? I'm on
I don't
his
think
page.
so.
Emmanuel, what's the drafts looking like these days?
My what?
Drafts.
I ain't got no jobs.
You got the drafts or what? The drafts are clear.
Yeah, they're clear, man. I'm waiting for tomorrow.
Oh, you gotta kill me, man.
Corey says screenshots for TDA. This was on a topless one. Nah, man. Listen, this is a professional working environment, Brent.
There you go.
HR don't need to make no calls around there. Yeah, I don't be doing that. I can't lie to you. I think it's rude, man. Can't be doing all of that.
My bad. I just thought I saw you, but never mind.
No, you definitely didn't.
Right.
I don't be in men's comments except actually no, I don't be in anyone's comments. No. But yeah, man, crazy. But yeah, sis, I think you should be a bit lighter with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, don't make an issue out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you obviously everyone knows who their friends are. If you know your friend is a funny one, then that makes sense. But if she's just literally a cool babe and just chilling, it's social media. I think we think too deeply into social media.
Yeah, definitely.
We do. It's actually very weird. Like it's weird how I saw a tweet the other day. Someone was saying how it's weird how you can actually not like someone's content, but because you know them in real life, you can't even unfollow them because it could actually be a problem in real life. They could pull you up on it.
Mute them.
Yeah. Oh, muting is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mute the shit out of people. I mute people I love it.
Sometimes I forget that I muted someone. I'm thinking, bro, why haven't I seen this person for a while? Check that page. Oh, because I muted your story and your feed. That's why.
I did that. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah.
And then I go there, I'm like, oh.
Oh, it was me. It was me, yeah.
It was me all along. And I'm fine, I just leave it muted anyway, because there's a reason why. But no, man. So consensus, she's bugging?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think she's bugging. Well, I think she's bugging, but let's not dismiss the fact that some people are trifling and some people do want your man to know that they like them or they think they're attractive. So they put that like there as a, I see you.
I see you.
Yeah. So she's bugging, but there's some truth to what she's kind of saying.
Yeah.
I remember one time there was a girl on Twitter, she did a thread, about her. She has this friend who used to she was very interested in her man, but as in wants to be friends with him and wants to be blah blah and whatever. And she said one time they went out and she must have had an asthma attack. Yeah. And she's recovering in the hotel bed. Yeah. While she's there trying just recovering whatever, puts her head up. She sees her boyfriend and the girl canoodling. What? Crazy scenes. Very, very crazy. I'm here. My lung about to let go of me. This is what you guys are doing. It's mad. But some people don't trust their friends, and I get why. But I also think that I wouldn't have friends around me that I didn't trust.
There you go.
So that's another problem.
Especially as she said, that's her best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But a lot of girls have friends like that.
But you've heard stories before where best friends sleep with.
That's true. Even siblings, isn't it? Sometimes.
I ain't heard about that.
I mean, you see it.
Some siblings,
yeah, you see it.
That's wild to me, That we can't come back from that. I don't care.
No, I've heard stories like that.
Even them, what did these two light-skinned girls do?
Oh, those ones that day. Clement twins.
Clement twins.
Yeah, I think so. Is it them? UK people.
No, they're not UK. They were in the UK.
Oh,
they're Americans. Yeah.
You're talking about with the guy with the braids who was picking her up at the party.
No, it's like some mixed race girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it them?
It's them,
and
okay.
Like plastic surgery heavy.
No, I don't think so.
Who you talking about?
This is like some.
You're talking about them light skin.
Yeah, light skin girls. You see them on Shade Barra.
Yeah, what were they called? Is it
Shannon and something?
I don't know.
And the sister was basically saying that she slept with the.
Yeah.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
I don't know what they do.
I don't know what they do. I don't know. I don't know who they are. What did you? But I know.
Oh, you're talking about gassed up lighties.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
They don't count.
I don't know what they do.
They don't count. I don't know what they do, but they and what they do can stay with there.
For real.
Yeah, but no, I've heard stories of stuff like that. But I think if say a friend of mine said my man or whatever, it would have to be out of nowhere. It wouldn't be because I've stayed in a friendship knowing this girl is capable of such. Do you get what I mean? But there are some women who stay in friendships where they know their friend is capable of such. But then what they do is that they make every effort to ensure that the man's path and the friend's path never crosses. For me, I don't want a friend like that around me anyway.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't want someone like that around me.
Yeah, facts.
Anyway, people do stuff. But yeah, guys, just a reminder, if you would like to send voice notes or messages or anything in for asking for a friend or sis, what would you do? The number is 075 64841073, or you can email TDA submissions at thenewblack.com. Do let us know what segment it's for. So maybe hashtag asking for a friend or sis, what would you do? And yeah, well, let's get into our last headlines.
Okay, so this is a bit of an update about the whole Homes for Ukraine scheme. So, a British mother who took in 2 Ukrainian refugees says she felt totally used and underappreciated as she vowed to never again take part in the government's Home for Ukraine scheme. Clara Maguire, who's 54, from Dorset, is one of a growing number of Brits who have abandoned the programme following a breakdown in relations with their displaced guests. Others claim that they've actually been duped by non-vulnerable Ukrainians, while many have yet to receive a penny of the monthly £350 payments promised by the government, some 6 months after Putin first invaded. Ludmila Zosim, who's 44 and a mother from Kiev, hit back at some of these claims, and she said that it's because her British hosts can't understand what her people are going through and that they've never fled from war. A trauma charity even agreed with her as they called for more mental health training for hosts, alongside better access to services for refugees to avoid placing further strain on the NHS. It comes as a quarter of British families taking part in the scheme are set to quit in the next coming weeks, with the majority citing a lack of support amid the cost of living crisis sparked by soaring inflation and sky-high energy bills. Hosts have also reported delays in receiving their monthly £350 grants, which are paid out by local councils, with pressure mounting on ministers to actually double the aid to £700. One furious Brit in South London told the Mail that he has not received a penny despite looking after refugees in his home since May.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Some claim that they've spent thousands to care for their refugees, whilst the local government association, which represents 361 councils in England and Wales, said it only received the government grant money in June and was having to backdate the payments. Yeah, it's very, very crazy. At the moment, I just wanted to kind of share some figures. What it's looking like is that 21%? So give me one moment.
I wonder if any
20
black families took them in.
Say again? How many?
I wonder if any black families took them in.
Black people got enough on their plate.
Yeah. I think some probably did, though. Yeah, some probably did, I think.
That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Anyone from the community do? Let us know.
That you know.
You never know. Our community is very generous, man. You never know. 25% currently basically said, look, 6 months is enough for me. So, like I said, in the coming few weeks, they're looking to quit the whole scheme. 30% said they're willing to go up to a year. 23% said they're looking to go more than a year, and 15% said they're not sure. So even though you get people complaining about certain things, it seems that people are kind of adjusting to that way of life, I feel.
Listen, the 15% are the ones that haven't been paid yet.
Yeah, exactly.
They said, listen.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. But it still seems like a decent figure, you know what I'm saying, where more than a year, people are looking to do this for more than a year, like almost a quarter of them. You know what I'm saying?
But when you think about it though, even the £350 is rude considering what the climate is.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole ass human being.
More than one, but sometimes. It's a family sometimes.
And it's not $350 per individual, it's $350 per household.
Yeah.
That's so dead.
But
They're using you.
You gotta feed them as well.
Yeah.
I think that's too much to ask for.
Yeah.
Having to feed them.
You gotta feid them, housing bill, the water bill, electricity. And sometimes, people come to your house, they don't know how things work around here. So just leave the water running, leave the light on, all of that stuff, even that heat wave, extra fan.
Crazy.
They're eating.
If I ever done that, I'm saying, look, all you get from me is a bed, bro.
Yeah.
You better fend for yourself.
I think they do get some type of benefit though from the government. That's separate, that goes to the family.
Yeah.
Sorry, to the refugees.
Oh, so I don't need to feed you then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go and buy your own food.
Yeah, I guess so.
But imagine they know that they're going to buy their own food. You have to help them with that as well.
Yeah, no, initially, I'm like, okay, there's Tesco's. I'll show you where Tesco's is. That's it.
And the thing is, they're on some extended stay. So what are they doing during that time?
Exactly.
They're working, so they're at home rinsing whatever resources that the family has.
It's true.
Did Priti Patel give them jobs? Did she work out some kind of scheme for them to work?
She's probably working out a scheme to get rid of them.
Boy. Do you get me? So I feel like, yeah, because you're even at home, and you know when you're at home and you're bored, you eat more. So they're extra hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is why the guy was saying they've spent thousands to care for them.
And he hasn't received one payment.
No.
I'm sorry, he too as well. There's a way around this, sir.
Yeah, but even if he spent thousands, a month or thousands.
I think generally he spent
Altogether.
thousands. But it's basically money that he didn't need to
But the
spend.
point is he's receiving isn't even up to that anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what's the point?
He's out here doing roast dinners.
He's just doing it out of the kind of his heart then.
Yeah,
really.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, but
But it's still frustrating that I haven't even received the thing I'm meant to be getting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
sir, you just threaten them and say that you don't want them anymore, and all of a sudden they'll give you payments.
Boy. The next headline is surrounding Mr. Rishi Sunak. I feel like he's trying to make himself look a bit better, but he's kind of got a lot of backlash for this. But anyway, so Rishi Sunak has said that the government gave too much power to scientists during COVID lockdowns and was not honest about the potential downsides. The Tory leadership contender and former chancellor told The Spectator that ministers were banned from talking about the trade-offs involved. He also said it was wrong to scare people with posters showing COVID patients on ventilators. Remember those posters? Former aide to Boris Johnson, Dominic Cummings, who was a key down the street advisor during the first part of the pandemic, said he was talking dangerous rubbish and that his interview reads like a man whose epically bad campaign has melted his brain and he's about to quit politics. This guy feels like a Nigerian, you know?
Yeah, he does. He really
What?
does. That's so funny.
Scientists who advised the government during the pandemic have also hit back at Mr. Sunak's comments, stressing that ministers were always responsible for decisions made. Mr. Sunak attempted to laugh off Mr. Cummins' comments in an interview.
That guy's name is very unfortunate. Sorry.
Yeah. He tried to laugh it off, right? And he insisted he was not about to leave politics and that there was still everything to play for in this whole Tory leadership race. His rival, Liz Truss, who at the moment is favourite to become the next PM on the 6th of September, according to the polls of party members, said the government had gone too far with lockdowns, particularly on keeping schools closed. In his Spectre interview, Sunak said the negative impacts of lockdown on society were never part of internal discussions, adding meetings were literally me around that table just fighting. He added, the script was never to acknowledge them being the potential downsides of lockdown. The script was, there's no trade-off because doing this for our health is good for the economy. He insisted he had made an emotional plea to keep schools open, but was met with a big silence from his colleagues. So yeah, man, seems like he's coming out to talk about how bad the decisions were before and how he tried to rectify things. I think it's try and make him look like he's got a heart and all that type of stuff. But everyone's just saying, mate, stop the cap.
He's just, I would find it funny how politicians, when it's their time to run or whatever, they then come and be like, start criticizing the other person and blah, blah. But what did you do around that time to try and help the situation? You did nothing.
Yeah, not enough anyway.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
It's a
Anyway,
joke, man.
that's the end of the headlines.
Right, well, this was a quick show today. Is it me or? This is quite quick.
It might have been, you
A
know.
little bit, not
I feel like it was
not too fast, but
a
decent.
brief one. All right, well, let's get into not too fast. Let's get into our outro. All right, so we told you guys, like this video because I know you enjoyed the content. You've enjoyed the content all week. Subscribe to our channel. Let's get to 3K. Join the TNB network, community.thenewblack.com, because on there tonight, we're going to be giving you guys some tea. And you won't know the tea unless you're part of the network. So there's only one clear solution to me. Yusuf has also put in there a question for you guys in terms of rotation on Monday.
Yeah. So any new music you guys, think I should check out, any recommendations, let me know in the community and I'll give it a listen. If I like it enough, I'll review it on Tuesday.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll not be here on Monday. What else is there? Follow us on our social media platforms, the day after TNB. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Give us 1K on TikTok. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Appreciate you messaging us. Appreciate you guys reaching out to us separately, together, all that great stuff. If you'd like to send voice notes of text messages in 075 6484 1073. And the lives are back on Tuesday, aren't they?
Yes, I was just about to say that to you.
Yeah.
The lives commence on Tuesday, and the live will only be accessible in the community.
Okay.
Like Esther keeps saying.
So what, is there like a live function?
No, there'll
Or
be
just
like
a
a
link?
link.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there'll be a link. So you can
Yeah.
only get it in the community.
That's right.
And there's just going to be a bunch of different things. But again, you only know if you're in the community, man.
Yeah, so 7 p.m. When this episode comes out, right, at 7 p.m, and you click on it,
Mm-hmm.
like it,
There you go.
subscribe to the channel, then pause, go to the Mighty Network,
There you go.
get the tea, then come back, watch the episodes.
Exactly.
Sounds like a great Friday night to me.
Yes. And again, there's going to be details of the memberships as well that we're talking
Yes.
about, right? And all of that's going to be there from 7 p.m. today. But in addition to that, all of that you're going to see at 7 p.m., all them perks are going to be free for the entire month.
Whew. Spoiler
Right.
alert.
Yeah, it's going to be free for the entire month. So please, guys,
Sick.
check it, spread the news, community.thenewblack.com. Everything's going to be there.
Yeah. And you might just see new faces next week as well.
Also, this is completely unrelated. Did Marcus do his teeth?
What made you say that?
Because he posted the video on his story
Okay.
and he was smiling and I was looking at his mouth, I was thinking, wait a minute. And I felt like he was trying to be subtle, but he was trying to announce it at the same time. And he tagged it straightening. And I was like,
Okay, well,
I looked at his mouth, I was like, wait a minute. He done his teeth, right? Am I bugging? No?
nah, you ain't
Boy.
bugging.
I ain't bugging, he done it.
Nah, you ain't bugging.
Let me-
Yeah,
let me
shout out
have a
Mugs.
look at this.
Love it, innit? Big up Margs.
Yeah, he said that he wanted to have a broadcaster smile. I didn't know what that meant till today, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, but he wanted TDA to be the best
I think-
broadcasting platform ever.
Love that.
Mhm.
I think you guys should go on Margs' story
Mm.
and tell him the people in the community want to see your teeth. Say, drop a selfie
Yeah.
in the community.
In the community.
Yeah. Tell him. Go and tell him. Tell him we
Straight
told you to tell him.
Mhm.
What'd you say, Brent?
Man said straightening.
Yeah, and he was playing the Migos straightening song in the back.
Okay.
Then he wrote straightening and he was like subtly smiling.
Oh, yeah, look at it.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah. Wait, is the camera on my thing? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Little thought. All right. Yeah, is that it, guys?
It is indeed.
Yeah.
If you would like to inquire about the show, feature on the show, email the team the day after at thenewblack.com. Don't forget, the most important message to take from today is to join the TNB network. Community.thenewblack.com. Have a great bank holiday weekend. Stay safe. Don't be fighting people. Stay away from danger. Wear your SPF. What other advice do we have for them?
If you see him at Carnival, mind your business.
If you see him at Youth for Carnival, mind your business. Mind your business.
Mhm.
Put in the community that you saw him there. So the rest of us out here, we know.
I bested around.
And yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
See you guys next week, Tuesday.
Peace.